This video is about the 366.21F hearing. If you want to know more about this hearing, come join me. My name is Attorney Vince Davis, and I'm a trial lawyer here in the state of California. I have a lot of experience in representing families and relatives in the juvenile dependency courts throughout the state of California. I receive a lot of calls almost every day with people, parents, relatives, whose cases are approaching what's usually the 12-month date in a juvenile dependency case. Now, something magical happens at the 12-month date in a juvenile case. It's known as the .21F hearing, also known as the 366.21F hearing. At the hearing, the court must return the child to the parents unless the social worker proves that the parent hasn't complied or the social worker proves that the parent is still a risk to the child. This is an important hearing for other reasons as well. If the parent doesn't get the child back at this hearing, the court is going to terminate family reunification services and probably set the case for what's called a 366.26 hearing, where the parental rights could be taken away from the parents and the parent could lose the child forever. This reminds me of a recent case where we represented a mother. She had her 366.21F hearing, and on the date of that hearing, she told her attorney that she had done everything the court had asked and that the children should be returned to her. Her attorney set the case for trial, and she came and saw me. After listening to her story, I thought it was going to be, well, not an easy case, but it was a case that could definitely be one and that she could get these children back. We had to prepare. Make sure that when you approach this hearing, like any hearing in the juvenile court, that you're prepared. You want to make sure you've read all of the reports by the social worker, that you've done discovery and you've gotten the social worker's notes. In LA County, they call them the Title 20s. In other counties, they call them the service and the delivery and service logs, or the service and delivery logs. They're kind of like journals or diaries of your case written in by the social worker. You want to make sure that you file the appropriate motions to try to limit evidence or try to expand evidence depending on what is in your favor. You also might want to do a trial brief so that you can explain to the judge the law and the facts as they relate to the law so that the judge can rule in your favor. In this recent case, we were prepared. We had subpoenaed all of the witnesses to court. The counselor, the parenting instructor, the drug counselor, all the clean drug tests, the domestic violence counselor. The client had done everything. And we wanted to bring those counselors to court because the social worker was saying that a couple of those counselors were saying that the mother shouldn't get back the children. But when we talked to these counselors on the phone, they were telling us a different story. Now, they weren't excited to have to be drugged down to court by way of subpoena to come testify, but sometimes you got to do what you have to do. On the day of the trial, when the social worker and the social worker's attorney realized that we were prepared for this hearing, they decided to settle the case and to give the children back to the parent over 2 or 3 month period. There were more than one child involved. Now, I know a lot of attorneys will say, well, she either should get all of the children back at one time or not get them back at all. And technically that may be correct. But this was a settlement that we decided to take so that she would end up with all of her children after 2 or 3 months. And indeed, that time has passed, and she now has all of her children back in her custody. And that wouldn't have happened unless we were prepared by meeting with our clients, subpoenaing the witnesses, reviewing all of the records, doing our discovery and our trial brief. Remember, these cases, you just don't go in and wave a magic wand and think you're going to win. They take a lot of work and a lot of effort. I know if you're watching this, you probably have questions, so you might want to get my opinion about your particular matter. My name is Vincent Davis. You can give me a call at 888-888-6582, and I'd be happy to answer any questions for you.